Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Thanks for tuning in. Today I've got a good one for you. It's a really good tip regarding fishing in the fall with jerk baits. I gotta tell you, it works and it works well, but I don't have the answers as to why it works so well. So before I get into that, I just want to remind you guys to hit that subscriber button if you haven't done so already. It gets you entered into my monthly prize drawing giveaways. So if you're watching the videos, you might as well get subscribed. It gets you a chance at winning something. At the same time, if you're looking to purchase tackle, hunting gear, ammo, archery stuff, head over into my description, click the link to therealshot.com, purchase stuff there, use the discount code STEFAN10. It saves you 10% off your purchase and it helps the channel out. And they've got a lot of cool stuff that some other stores in the country right now don't have in stock, so check them out. Okay, so here's how I got into doing this or using this bait. Years ago, I was fishing a lake in northern Wisconsin, and I was getting a ton of fish to commit or not commit to the bait, to follow the bait, but not commit. I could not get them to bite, but I was seeing some really nice largemouth and smallmouth. So I started going through all different jerk baits that I had, different styles, different baits, different colors, and I was not having much success at all. And I got to the point where I was pretty frustrated and just started throwing some of the craziest stuff that I could find, color-wise or bait size. And I got to one bait and I started getting a lot of bites on it. And I stuck with it. And I then thought maybe it's the bait and not necessarily the color. So I switched baits again and I didn't get bit. And I switched to another bait in a similar color as the one that was working, and I started catching fish again. So I stuck with it and I had a phenomenal second half of that day. So what's the color? Well, guys, there isn't a specific color, but it's a hue, and it's really what I consider like blood red. So these are all jerk baits that have like a dark red hue to them. And for whatever reason, that dark hue is really, really a good color for triggering bites. And I have utilized this color throughout the country. I've had great days in Wisconsin on smallmouth and largemouth. I've had great days down in Florida on it, down on like the Harris Chain of Lakes, down on Toho. I had a great day on Smith Lake fishing for spotted bass. And they were all days I could not get fish to bite kind of what the known color was for that lake, right? So the most common color, the colors that the locals are using, those weren't working. I put the red on and it worked great. I've had phenomenal days on Sturgeon Bay with it in the spring. I mean, I've won a lot of money on jerk baits, and a lot of that money's been won on dark blood red colors. So I can tell you, since my first experience, the lake I was on had a really good population of what we refer to as rosy reds, and they're like a red colored minnow. So that kind of suggested to me that made some sense as to why it was working there. But a lot of the other lakes I've been to since then don't have rosy reds. And I don't know if it goes back to what a lot of people say about the color red blends into the water and it's a tough color for the fish to identify. So therefore maybe red looks extremely natural to them and that's what gets them to commit. That's a theory that I've had, but it really just comes down to trying something new and being able to find a jerkbait that's, that color. This one is a mega bass. This is a 110 plus one, but it really comes down to being able to find it, because not all jerkbait companies make a red color. In fact, most don't make a red color. So when you do find one, you might want to buy it because they're not always around. From what I've found is a company might come out with it and that's a color they quickly get rid of because it doesn't sell. I don't know really of anyone else that throws red other than people I've fished with. If you're hearing chickens right now, it's because they're looking at me through the window. They hear my voice and they like to come up and see what's going on. But so anyways, guys, what I'm getting at is don't be afraid to change colors. But I'm telling you, if you see a red colored, a blood red color more is how I would describe it. If you see a color like that in a jerkbait, I would recommend buying one and giving it a try. And if you have a good reason as to why the red works, let me know. You know, in the springtime, we all talk about throwing red, red lipless crankbaits and red crankbaits, and it works great. And I can tell you, on Lake Gunnersville, I've had great days throwing this too. And I only really tried it there because that's what everyone says to throw, is a red lipless crankbait. And I was having some action on jerkbait, so I threw a red one, and it worked just great. So, I don't know, guys. I don't have the answer for you on this one, but I can tell you, you need to try it. So if you do have an answer, let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. I'd love to hear if other people are throwing red as well and having success on it, because I don't know of really anyone else that does it other than team partners that I fished with who have experienced the same thing in the boat with me. So give it a try, guys. That's what I'm telling you. It's something that I think could really change a bad day of fishing around into a good day for you. So give it a try, guys. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. New tips and tricks coming out tomorrow.